Good afternoon, everyone. I'm David with Vallombrosa Center. I'm here to invite you all to our upcoming retreat, October 31st, with Father Gary Thomas. He's here with us right now, and he's going to be inviting you uh, to the retreat. He'll say a little bit more. But Father Gary Thomas is an experienced exorcist, and he will be explaining the rite of exorcism and deliverance ministry on the 31st. He will share how people come to have problems with evil spirits and how we can avoid them and be freed from them. In 2005, his bishop asked Father Thomas to take training in Rome for the rite of exorcism. There, Father Thomas was an apprentice to Capuchin monk, Father Carmen de Fipalis. A veteran Italian exorcist, and Father Thomas learned the reality of evil as never before. His training was subject to the Hollywood movie The Rite, starring Anthony Hopkins, and the book The Rite, The Making of a Modern Exorcist by Matt Baglio. He is the pastor of Sacred Heart Church in Saratoga, California, and the exorcist for the Diocese of San Jose. Father Gary, welcome.
Thank you, Dave. Let me begin by saying that when people mention the word exorcism, Satan, the devil, deliverance, or any words in that kind of realm, but certainly the word exorcism or devil, it gets everybody's attention. And in my 14-year experience as exorcist for the diocese, amongst the many things I have learned is that everybody has a reaction to that terminology and everybody has an opinion. And my hope is on the 31st of October, when hopefully you'll tune in to listen to my presentation and then hopefully have an opportunity to ask questions, you'll be able to understand that some of the drama that you might see in a movie is actually accurate. Some of the drama might not be. But generally speaking, this is a clear teaching of the church. And we find many references to Satan and Jesus' casting of demons in the four Gospels, particularly in the Gospels of Matthew and Mark. And so in my talk on the 31st, I'm going to be speaking at a fairly high level in terms of just kind of broad brushed aspects of this ministry, but it's a healing ministry. And I want to take a lot of the drama out. And I've done that many, many times with a variety of groups around the United States and Canada. And in so doing, hopefully it provides both some insight as well as some catechesis on a very, what I would consider to be an essential topic in today's church and today's world. And so in the course of the presentation, I'm going to do some theology, but at a very, I think, hands-on level, a theology on Christology and the theology of the cross. I'm going to talk about the signs of demonic possession on the doorways, the many doorways that unfortunately people open most of the time, not willfully, but nonetheless out of curiosity or out of trying to fix a problem or someone else has directed them. And I will probably give share some anecdotal stories, probably not a lot, but at least a few, so that when you walk away between the question and answer and my presentation, hopefully you'll come away with a better sense of, first of all, that Satan is real. Satan is not a metaphor. Personified evil is authentic. It's not made up. It's not a myth, as some of the media would like you to believe, that this is some kind of a coercion on the part of the church to draw people back to the faith. It's not meant to scare people, but in the sense it is, I think, meant to help us become more vigilant, that our faith optic needs to be thick enough for us to be able to recognize evil when we see it, and not just the condition of evil, but the doorways that can lead to a kind of relationship that more often than not, in my experience, people are not seeking. But nonetheless, the demonic do not know that, when one goes prowling around looking for answers for the occult or the New Age. And so I look forward to the opportunity to present, I think, some valid material on the 31st of October, as well as for your questions. And there is no question that is off the table. But I think it's a great way, really, for people to learn that this is a legitimate ministry, to learn that Christ is in charge, and also in the same way to also become aware that there are many pitfalls and many doorways through which we can enter into that dark spiritual world that can really get us in trouble. I'll also talk about the ways in which we can protect ourselves. I've given talks on this before, and I like to speak in numbers. So I'll give you some material that I think will be very easy to remember, because that's the best way I can not only learn, but retain information. And so thanks for tuning in this afternoon. Thank you to Dave and to Vallombrosa Retreat Center for inviting me to participate in their retreat series. And I hope that you'll tune in on the 31st, beginning at 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't think you'll be disappointed whatsoever. And I guarantee you'll come away at least with an enlightened understanding of the ministry of exorcism and deliverance and the church's place in it and the authority that the church has, which makes this ministry so legitimate.
Well, thank you, Father. We appreciate this introduction to your talk, and vallombrosa.org/calendar is where people can find the link to sign up for your upcoming talk. And at $20, it'll be definitely money well spent. And thank you so much, Father, for your time today.
Thank you very much, Dave. I look forward to being part of your series.
Thank you.